Hello Total War Gamers, my name is Deacon and here it is, a new campaign in DaC 2.1, Divide and Conquer 2.1, submod for 3rd Age Total War. We're playing with the Principality of Dol Amroth with our leader Prince Adrahil and Heir Lord Imrahil. We have expensive units, we are to some extent limited to regional training, although in this version a couple of units have become widely available pretty much everywhere. We have a very elite cavalry and a strong and versatile roster. We're going to play very hard, manage all cities, no battle time limit and long campaign rules, holding 30 regions, our own, and then eliminate Haradrim and the Ar-Adunai. The King's Men. Now we start with the island of Gobel Tol Falas and a couple of cliffs that have been newly introduced to this version, so let's crack on. And hey, that is odd, because I'm convinced I switched off movies altogether for the game entirely. So how that just decided to show up. There is definitely a semicolon in front of my movies in the conflict file, so that's strange. Anyway, we'll have to review that later. I was talking about the cliffs. The advantage is any invasion that will come from Umbar for Gondor and Dol Amroth still, but not for Midland anymore, Linden faction, nor will it happen when the AI controls Gondor or Dol Amroth. Now here is some general info, sort of FAQ, saying that the barracks event will happen between 60 and 68. You need town halls or castle halls to train any units and settlements. That means that this thing creates recruitment pool or recruitment slots rather. If you don't have them, you can't recruit anything. Now characters can reach old age, so you shouldn't worry about them dying off during the campaign, because we will be ready before we are 400 turns in. Now then, of course, some battle models need armor upgrades to change to their new look. Replenishment not beyond 77 units for bodyguard units. 77 soldiers rather. No merchants or assassins, and as I've been told, also no bribery anymore, which is excellent. Then some cannot go beyond large town and castle, doesn't apply to us. Not everyone gets boats. Elven units take long to replenish in the recruitment pool. Planetary are no longer used, but this is all the info that was the same pretty much in 1.2. What is interesting though is that rebel generals will roam and attack. Also the entire rebel faction goes active, so they will leave their settlements and attack you if they can. After turn 30. The screen lock button. I don't think I even have one yet. I have the numlock still. But anyway, you can disable the UI. The Principality of Dol Amroth, which I'm not going to read entirely. I will scroll through it. Pause the game if you want to have a read. I'll give you an opportunity, but it's a lengthy part, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Lord of Links wrote these new starting messages. The Dor and Enil units have been touched up, so they have new models. There's plenty of new models. Military report says we can not yet train our most elite units. It will happen after turn 68 at the latest. Now here are the cliffs that I mentioned. They are all around us, making landings impossible, because this terrain is impassable for them. Any invasion would have to come through the port, which kind of creates a bottleneck from which we can defend. Same for Metrast. Not so for Gobel Tol Falas, in which we now do start out as a faction, and Baragund a new starting general. And a new awesome regiment model for this island here, which I think is awesome. We do get numerous force, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so we can train units and then garrison them up. So we can clean out our recruitment pool and still keep units at free upkeep. Now the rebel garrisons, they have been increased in garrison size and difficulty. So melee upgrades, experience upgrades, diversified units there, and also their armies will be active, so they might actually attack us here. So I'm going to pull out this general. It comes, I think, with numerous ranges. Yes, it does. Numerous new portraits as well. Another change is that our starting area has already been towered up, so we have full visibility. Our diplomat, I think, should come out of Dol Amroth, and yes, he does, unless of course we already have agents. Let's take a look. We do. We have a diplomat here at Gobel Falas. There he is. Now we do start out allied with Gondor. Might go either way, so they could come and shift sides to the forces of order.
Yes.
And rebel against Mordor, which I hope they will. There you go. Speed it up.
Here.
We're recruiting another diplomat though. One will go in the direction of Rohan, Bree, Northern Dune, and so on, and the rest will go. The other will go through the Vale and then towards Dale. Now, one thing we cannot do without is spies, which I think, of course, in castles you can't recruit any because the spy building doesn't come there. But here we can recruit a spy and then immediately we reach the agent limit, so we get only one. And I think this might actually set the max level to 2. But first things first, we need to create recruitment pools. So we're going to go for the town guard, practice range, and tables. Do we get them even at this tier? I think not, because this is a town. But Lynn here will be under siege as a first. We have 2 navies. I'm going to try and merge here, but that's not possible, unfortunately. So we're going to switch spots. Use this admiral as a transport, and this as a fighting force. With 3 Polarans or Alcarondas, we are pretty powerful already in and by itself. Now, as I said, let's first do our buildings, and at the start we will have to focus on let's see what gives garrison. Governor's quarters, armory. Provides a garrison when assaulted. So that is going to be key to our survival. And do we get garrisons here? None of our current buildings give a garrison, which makes sense. But then nor does a meeting hall or the inn, which would be very strange. The library would be strange if that were the case. So I think Lynn here will have to do without garrison, and that would be too bad, really. For now we have enough. No, I'm going to build this anyway. Lynn here should be the focal point of our attention first, because this is a castle, this is something like a fortress, this is a town, a city, but it will be a little while until we can actually capture it. Then again, that might not be the case so desperately. So I'm thinking hard. I definitely want to get at Helland, so that would be our first priority. And then second would be to eliminate the Adonai, to get rid of any invasions. And if we don't take at Helland, Gondor will. In any case, you need to come to Dol Amroth, because with their full force of how many units are in here? 3, 6, 9, 10. Say we were to throw everything together, then we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and even these two, 12, 13. So we have 13 units. We should be able to siege at Helland. Right now we only share borders with rebel settlements, although at the turn 1 auto expansion this might change. Now, I don't want to leave Lynn here and go back to Falas without defenses. So basically we have 9 units to go on the attack if we empty everything. Then again, on the other hand, this is a stronghold, so it also needs an armory. There you go. One thing we can do is move this unit towards this fort here, pull Mistven out, put him in here, and then at least we are keeping our free upkeep, not to a maximum, because we're not paying for Adrahil. But of course it is in our best interest to... Ouch! We can withdraw, alright. That's interesting. Ooh. Okay. This is going to be our first priority now. And, well, as you can tell, this is the first time I played through this campaign. They might actually try and siege us right on the next turn. So what I will do is bring Lord Imrahil right up until there. And these, all of these can go back. So should they siege us, then we'll bring in all this cavalry to liberate them. Because this is an active force now, and this has no garrison and is weak. Well, good to know. And once we beat them, we get use of this fort to reduce our upkeep costs. We have no free upkeep here. We can recruit these coastal wardens. We are still making 2k per turn. And we are going to need some defensive units in here in case they get attacked. So we will have a total of 4 units here. Haven Guard. Do we have cavalry? Yes, we do in terms of generals here, but not much else. These two. And nothing here. So in total we have 2 units of cav. And these are the squires. These are the Gondor Cavalry Militia, which I will take on. And unit pool at maximum. This is not at max, but this is. So we'll get some rangers. And these are filling. So I want to keep my unit pools replenishing, because our recruitment is a wee bit low. There you go. Lynn here itself, can you recruit anything in terms of units? It's grayed out, so it cannot train. Because here they are green. I don't know why the spy cannot train, but he cannot. So we have a smoking house. We have no recruitment slots. There you go. Let's build that first. Otherwise it just doesn't make sense. We also get one free upkeep. We get coastal wardens. And we have already some cavalry in the queue. So that'll come after. Alright, and I think that pretty much settles our game start. We can reduce upkeep here. And that should be all. Let's hit the end turn. Now, our first campaign in 1.2 was actually one of the hardest I ever played, and also because I refrained from attacking Umbar early on. So in this case I will make it a priority to get rid of the invasions. But since invasions are still in the game and we turn now, it's going to take us a while to undo Umbar. The thing is, if you want to totally get rid of the invasions, you have to hold on to their territory. And eliminating them and then traveling back, of course, isn't the hardest of things. But to keep a hold on their settlements, quite obviously, is a lot more challenging.
Continue tomorrow.
Now we are not being besieged, which is okay. So we will put our army in here. And the thing now is that we are going to have to cross a bridge and then push into them. Maybe one turn. And I think we'll try to just smash them anyway now. There you go. Hello army. Here you go. They say we stand no chance. Let's test it out, because we have tons of cavalry that can retrain in a turn, so shouldn't be too hard. And if they feel a little bit powerful, they might actually try and cross the bridge. If there is a bridge. There is none. There's no bridge here. Okay. That entirely, completely, totally makes our battle a lot more easy for us. Okay, let's go here. 3 units, start battle. And you two come over there. We have one special ability, Iron Fist. Okay. We're gonna circle around them. See what they do. We're getting them to reshuffle, and shuffling is always good. At least for us it is, because as long as they are shuffling, their archers cannot fire. On the other hand, as long as they shuffle, it is a lot harder to target their general, because that's usually what I'm going for. I try for an early elimination of their general. And actually I do want our first charge to be brought home by our bodyguard units. You try. Now it's kind of hard to discern. There should be the general. And you charge into them, and you into them. Charge into them actually. Okay, we have lost one unit to the arrow fire already. Okay, we switched targets and I shouldn't have done that. They are broken. They are wavering. Okay.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
These two are broken.
It remains as
The
such.
raiders are broken. And what we'll do now is round them all up. Because that should break their morale. They will have no more... they will notice their numbers going hideously down.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And you're gonna smash into them. You charge them from the side. You charge them from the rear. You should. Rebels! Rebels come. These guys are now wavering. Let's charge them from another side. Boom. They're broken now. So you stay here for the mopping up. The rest of you come this direction and get to grips with these warriors. Bring out your lances, boys! But no, they're not. Anyway, they are completely surrounded, so... Okay, let's go in for another charge then. Actually, I think you need a little bit more distance for the proper charge.
The enemy general lies
Boom.
dead. The enemy army fleet
There you go.
is utterly...
They are down. So we can retrain some of our units there. And then use that little fortress as upkeep reduction tool. There you go.
Gondor is victorious.
Yes, we are.
Let us set up camp.
Now,
Waiting your command.
you go back in there. Let's increase taxes to very high, but we cannot. Alright. Then high maybe? Yes. Still develops. It may give him like a trait of cultured or something comparable. Amrothian Guardsmen free upkeep.
By your
The other
command.
two get free upkeep over there.
Protect the blood of
Now
Numenor.
Imrahil
Ready your weapons.
and his cavalry. Can you reach? No, let's just wait. Let's wait for one turn. And ooh, this is Captain Eldemir.
You in battle.
Apparently this is a rebel territory. Where is the... This is rebel, this is us. They might actually cross into our territory. And where is our diplomat?
Yes, my lord.
He has the look of a Gondorian one, because it's so black and white, it's confusing.
Yes.
Let's go this way.
As you wish.
There you go.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
And the spy can be recruited the next turn. And we have a new diplomat. Where's the second one?
Yes, my lord.
Here we go. Let's hit the end turn. Now I'm very much looking forward to the battle map of Gobel Tolfalas, which is surely going to have a... Do I want to go to Khand? I think their chances of going either way is pretty much 50-50. Do we start at war with them? No, we don't, interestingly. Alright then. Rather than
Yes,
going to... Where's that mission? You just come here.
Yes. I shall continue tomorrow. Stopping here.
There you go. He doesn't cross the territory.
Awaiting your
Lord Imrahil.
Captain of Gondor.
Just to make sure. Okay, there's no more rebels in between.
Maintain order.
And we're gonna go back into Lynn
I
here.
shall continue tomorrow.
This bunch can retrain. And the spy can train. Now you can go back to normal attacks. Isengard and Rohan are at war with each other. Who are we allied to? To Rohan already. So our diplomat
Yes, my lord.
is now going to Rohan. Yeah, we are a naval faction, so we need to get trade with Linden and Eredlun, basically. So the first faction that we encounter, we actually want to do something with. Let's just go head over here.
Question. Yes. Tomorrow's journey planned out. I shall continue tomorrow.
I don't think
I
we
shall
can cross through
continue
here.
tomorrow.
So Metrast.
My lord.
You go garrison up there. You have free upkeep. I
Protect
guess.
the blood of Numenor.
What do you have
Ready your weapons.
in terms
Protect the
of
blood of Numenor.
Seaward Spearmen? As and I guess they don't get free upkeep ever. Otherwise he would have had it.
Orders.
So that's interesting. 2 turns to complete and nothing else to recruit. Gondor in the lead, fortunately. Our good friends. And 5 turns to complete the town guard building. And you can come here.
By your command.
Oh boy. Clear defeat.
We should withdraw.
Oh, we've lost the baggage train now. Retrain. They're not available. Ha! That's because we only just trained them. Captain Thinglin. Let's get our army out. They have 2 turns to complete. And attack him.
Sail the enemies of Gondor.
And whatever the chances may be, however small they may be, our general may not die. Warriors, archers.
Break their will.
Obviously we can't control our own lands with bandits roaming around. A very, very nice piece of artwork. This I think is new to version 2.1. Why am I waiting? I need to deploy.
Units, await my orders.
Our arrows grant
And
justice.
now you have Nimrodel Rangers,
Every shot counts.
which I'm convinced do outrange. Here's Stalin Knights. Cannot replenish beyond 77 if we lose them. But we're paying a huge amount of upkeep for them, so they can go into battle. You... There we go. We have 5 units to their 4. And the guardsmen can chase their archers because they are shielded. The rest does not have shields, so I'm expecting those archers to try and kite away from us.
Make every shot count.
Shooting those warriors. Well, if they would have been targeting our pikemen, pretty sure the attack would be a lot worse. Oh, the Marines also have... Okay, that's too bad. So you switch targets now to the Marines. Ah, that's just going to be a couple of volleys only. They are skirmishing, all of them. Okay, you get into formation. Shoot up the archers, come forward then.
If we continue like this,
And you also go into spear wall. Here come the arrows. Change targets. Now there isn't too much more for us to do except for slugging it out with them. The Marines. Now spares are pressing into them. Don't need a guard. Into them. Oh, look at that. Don't go into guard mode. Nor you. Fire arrows have been removed from the game except for Rune. Into them Marines. You go into the Marines as well. Shoot them. Into the Marines. We are being slaughtered here.
Fight for your honor. Units, sally forth. Units, sally forth.
Okay, so now they're gonna kite us the rest of the game. You just make sure they keep routing. Oh, you come out of spare wall. Come out of spare wall. Shoot them. There we go. What a bloody battle! I think it has everything to do with the fact that we were not bringing any cavalry. But anyway, we've beaten them. We're going to retrain. This is also a new artwork which I think represents Harad. Or maybe can't. But I haven't been into their army rosters yet, so probably can't. But with all their red scarves, they wouldn't misfit.
We shall remember this day.
There you go.
Maintain order.
Back to Talent. Yeah, these were all fresh recruits, so I'm not going to see them again for a while. Then, of course, here we are training. And then we have another fort right there. And we're going to fill them all up. That's the idea. And that's going to take a while, so meanwhile you sit in there. And did we do all our movement for diplomats? Yes,
My lord.
This one has. The other... Where are you? Hello. And there are no assassins in the game, so he can't be dead. Where's my second diplomat? That I just sent to Kant. I must be cross-eyed. List scroll, agents. There's one in Anorian, there's one in
Yes,
Lin
my
here,
lord.
Andro here.
Your orders,
Oh, he's dead inside the settlement.
my lord.
So you were
Your
coming here
orders.
somewhere.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Let's hit the end turn. We are going to turn 4. Recruiting like mad. Oh, well then we are lucky to have our most strong navy right there. Alright you agents,
my lord.
where is that settlement of Khan that you're going to? It's right here.
Tomorrow's journey planned
There
out.
you go. Recruitment reports. Haven Guard, obviously very expensive. Nothing available for retraining. Now you can go in there
As you wish,
and be free upkeep.
my lord.
So can the two of you. This has room for 2 more. So you and hey,
Orders.
you and you.
Your will, my lord.
Go there. And these two have been retrained.
Awaiting
And
your command.
these boys
Captain of Gondor.
are coming this way to join the siege of Athelland. Here comes our spy. 4 turns for that building.
Mariners
And what do they bring?
Is it not obvious
2
I am your foe?
ships only.
Mariners!
Auto resolve. We haven't sunk anything,
We are victorious!
but we're also not going to retrain anything here, I'm afraid. Nope.
Mariners of the fleet!
And they have perished.
Mariners!
We're
Mariners
missing
of the fleet! Yes, sir.
2 many units
Full
here.
sail.
Anything we can retrain? Yes, but we lack the money, so we'll have to wait till next turn. Admiral now has a spyglass. That's nice for
Ships
admirals.
ready.
Alright,
Fine, ready to
1
sail.
turn for the armory. Oh, Gobel Tolflas is a stronghold also. So we have only 1 town, and that's this one. It's only 1 place where we can actually train spies that are so essential to our success. Room for 2 more units.
Orders.
And these
My
2,
lord.
or rather, these 2 will be the most expensive ones. Obviously they're
Orders.
full now. This is full. So the cavalry, it'll just have to move along towards Dol Amroth next turn. Oh hey, coastal wardens, and the rest of you. Well then, you have moved,
Yes, my
but
lord.
you have not moved
Yes, my
yet.
lord.
And you're coming here.
Without question. As
There
you
you go.
wish.
And turn. Ooh. I just saw a general out at Gobo Tolflas. That is the R. Adunaim with a very suitable husband, Halion, betrothed Evrinia. You're smart, so yeah, sure. Let's take you on. And what do you bring in terms of navy? Let them block it for one more turn. Is there an army on board? No, there's not. So I'm gonna retrain my navy, but I cannot because other things are getting in the way. Like these. They need to be cancelled now. Because retraining our fleet has prevalence over that. So you're back in here, which is wonderful.
Mariners of the fleet!
Our spy in Lin here finally finishes his training. There is the R. Adenine diplomat.
Your orders.
Okay, you keep proceeding.
Yes, tomorrow's
Find
journey
Kant for
planned
us. And you
Yes, my lord.
find
As you wish.
Brie and the
I shall
Dunedain
continue
and
tomorrow.
most importantly Linden for us. We're saving money for the next turn to retrain this guy. This is going to be an XP upgrade. This is going to replenish their number, so let's go for it. And
Protect them.
as
Ready
I...
your weapons.
Oh, come on.
Captain, ready your weapons.
They are going to come to Dol Amroth.
Forward!
Let us set up camp here.
And we are still making a slight amount of money. But as I said, it is slight. And how much for retraining that second? Oh, they are not available. Oh, okay. In that case, then train here. Some Gondor Cav, and then Coastal Wardens later. Agent limit reached for spies. And we built all our armories. So at least we get a perhaps tiny, but it's a start for the garrison. And this is going to be, wow, expensive. Oh boy. For that money we can train a lot of units and send them to Umbar, the city of. But first things first, we need to capture at Helland. Let's hit the end turn once more. Maybe they'll pull away their fleet, I don't know. But whether they do or don't, we will attack them in the next turn. Ooh, what's that then? A rebel navy? Hornburg sieged.
I messed up the spices you.
You're gonna have to attack this one.
And the grapples.
There you go. They haven't sunk, but they are.
We should man the oars and retreat.
But we did not win that battle.
Mariners of the fleet.
Okay.
Mariners.
And oh, their fleet is gone now.
Engaging the enemy fleet.
Clear victory.
Victory is Mariners of the fleet.
And oh, you are out of movement points
Mariners.
for doing that. Okay. Move back this way.
Set sail.
Captain of Gondor.
And we shall start
your
a
weapons.
siege.
Ready your weapons.
Halion, come defend Metrast. Rest of
Captain
you,
of Gondor.
save for these pikes.
Ready your weapons.
Orders.
Your will, my lord.
Siege Battalion.
This evil!
There you go.
Let us claim this field.
And Lord Imrahil joined the siege. How is it possible that we are turning so negative? It's because our troops are now outside. Sellswords, Anflas pikes. Okay. Oh dear.
Orders.
You be there.
As you wish, my lord. Orders. My lord.
If we're going bankrupt, then let's go bankrupt in good fashion.
Orders. Your will, my lord.
So all of you except
Your will,
him
my lord.
come this way and join that
By your
siege in
command.
the next turn.
March to exhaustion, continuing later. We can go no further today.
And yes, we are spreading our forces rather thin this
As
way,
you wish.
but there you go. It'll be remedied after we capture at Helland. Now then, you have
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
Barad Harn.
Approaching quietly.
Be gone.
That's gonna slow down Arad by a bit,
Your orders.
even though
Yes.
only by a
Stopping
bit.
here. I shall continue tomorrow.
Well then,
Yes, my
Daragon,
lord.
come here.
Without question.
Dunharrow has been reached. Daragon diplomat blocked. Q's stalled, unfortunately. Yes. Is there anything that we're not building that I consider cancelling? Please. Here we go. So there's no immediate threat to our lands except for the bandits, of which there are too many already. Okay, let's hit the end turn. And in fact, the rebels might come out of... Yep, they are gonna sally. In that case, I'm gonna take a little bio break because I really need... I have to go, and then we'll be back in a sec. Here we go. 2 hours later, after having had lunch and so on, I'm gonna fight this battle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of cavalry, 2 units of pikes and Haven Guard, which are should be a very powerful infantry line. We've got some Nimrodal Rangers that we can shoot up their sellswords with, and maybe probably also their pikes. And we may have to spend much of our army. I'm gonna try and get a close-up look of these guys because I don't think we've been up against them yet. Oh, we haven't. I haven't been in any games. I'm also running a campaign with Linden. If you're interested, go have a look. Where of course also the sellswords are in mercenary armies, but also there I haven't been able to fight with them. I do like the models of these Anflas pikemen as well, with their pictured breastplates, which appear to be Gondorian. But anyway, let's head in here. And what I'll do is, what I quite often do, run back to a corner or map's edge,
Let them have it, man.
and then make them run all the way towards us. What it might do, because they have pikes, if they're gonna have to walk all the way with their pikes, we're gonna get them piecemeal. If they're feeding us their units piecemeal, we'll also be able to deal with them far more effectively, because we'll locally outnumber them each time. And then they only need to rout and not rally in the city center.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We
Do
must
I
act and
know
halt
this
turn
map?
of events.
Okay. Oop. What did I do? Drop all your equipment, please. You're not in... whatever is it? Cavalry. Come here. Okay. Now let's take a look. Everybody is running. Something odd happens here when I zoom in. Why aren't you running?
Make every shot count.
Quickly!
They aren't running.
At your command.
Bloody your spear points. Our arrows grant make every shot count.
Great speed!
They're just not running.
Quickly!
Now they are. Alright. Now fortunately they are not bringing any cavalry.
Swordsmen ready!
These guys are they're all running. Anyway, let's speed things up. They don't have cavalry, so most likely they will not catch up with us. They also took their pikes out of pike wall formation, so it's going to be interesting. Now let's see where we set up our army. Actually, let's see if this works. Just a thought. You run here. And actually you run here. You run back here. You run up here. And then let's not bring in our cavalry. Okay. Let's bring in the cavalry. So we're gonna have to fight some delaying actions against them.
Swordsmen ready!
Bandits! Colorful bunch. Oh look! Okay. What I'm primarily concerned about is their cell swords here and there. Okay, let's jump into the cell swords just for a moment. Into them now. And so what Imriel is doing is just basically fighting a delaying action. So we can get our infantry positioned.
Fight for your honor.
Okay. Now move back up. Going to get killed in there. And you guys just go back into the corner. There you go.
Defeat seems almost certain.
It does seem to be like that, yes. I understand why you would say that. Let's study their
Our arrows
positions a little bit closer.
Dol Amroth and Gondor.
You stay here. And what do we have here now? Bandits, lumbermen. Okay, let's give the lumbermen a single charge. You two. I have little hiccups. Okay, now no need for you to go chasing, but you will go into these guys. And you charge out. You come to this side, you run out. If these guys were to rout, then we will actually try to save them. Recharge the bandits. You come this way because we don't want to head over into the pikes. Actually, this way, and this way. You head over here. Into those lumbermen. Cell swords still aren't giving up. I want you to head over into the archers. And you will come here. You leave those lumbermen alone now. Into the hunters, and it's broken. And you charge the lumbermen. Charge those lumbermen once more. Charge woodland hunters. You come here. Bandits have come back from routing. These woodland hunters are just staying on. You charge into their behinds and let's give them a warm welcome. We're gonna have to come this way. Oh, they're all broken. Give them another charge. To those bandits. Into these cell swords.
Our army is tiring.
That's no surprise. Let's head over to the hilltop. These guys. This no longer comes across as a proper charge, to be honest. Huh. Their morale seems to be pretty strong. Okay.
general.
Ah, that is
That
good news.
means only half the enemy force remains.
Our arrows grant swift justice.
Let's send the Haven Guard after them.
Bloody your spear points.
Swordsmen ready.
Oh no, opposite direction please. You come here, you come here. I thought I just saw them. Okay. We can't kill these woodland hunters.
Ready for battle.
Fight for your honor.
Ready for battle. Defeat seems almost certain.
Why do they keep saying that? Those lumbermen are still broken. Come into the woodland hunters. Finish them off. You come into them.
Amroth and Gondor.
And you... Those are a bunch of broken lumbermen. Our bikes are getting destroyed here.
Arrows grant swift justice.
Just come forward.
Knights of the Silver Swan.
Double time.
Shoot this bunch.
Dol Amroth and Gondor.
With great speed.
Whoa! The bloody cell swords.
What is it? Move! Move! Dol Amroth and Gondor.
Their archers have been shut down. I hope this time properly. Shoot them point blank range.
Fight for your honor. At your command.
What is it?
Okay, let's prepare for another charge. And even though they have lost their general, their morale is not breaking.
What is it?
And I really want to keep their pikes for last.
Knights ready. What is it?
Oh, they're shooting at those guys, which are down to half health. It's alright, I guess.
Dol Amroth and Gondor.
21 cavalry. Let's prepare for another charge. These guys are already exhausted from running around, but they will have to join the melee. And you join the fight against these sellswords here.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Did something
From such
rout here?
times does victory emerge.
Oh, 19 sellswords there, but they had 3 units, I think. Oh, they are now wavering.
Knights of the Silver Swan. Knights of the Silver Swan. Men of Dol Amroth.
Okay. This is a nasty bunch. What do we have?
Men of Dol Amroth, this way! Dol Amroth and Gondor!
Our army is getting entirely screwed over.
Our arrows grant swift justice.
What is it? Charge! Knights, ready your horses! Saddle up, knights!
Come on, knights. Don't receive a rear charge if you don't have to.
Dol Amroth and Gondor! Move out! Right swiftly! Knights, ready your horses! Dol Amroth and Gondor!
Okay, let's charge in and charge again. Where are you? Right there. This army is going to be terribly spent before this battle is over.
Knights, ready your horses! What is it?
But we do seem to be winning it. Oh, down to 2 guys into a bunch of sellswords. These are broken and fighting to the death. No need to fight to the death, just run from us. And we will be sellswords broken. And these are wavering. Gondor Cavalry Militia. They're also broken and fighting to the death. Oh no, they are routing, they are routing. Those are broken. Then who isn't? Lumbermen. Are they broken or not? I don't think it's a good idea to have sellswords fighting to the death, or any unit that is a general. They're broken, they're broken. So basically everyone is broken.
Ready for battle. Fight for your honor.
Just leave him alone. Leave him alone already.
Saddle up, knights! Dol Amroth and Gondor!
The enemy army flees the our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day
Pikemen
remember
36
it as
and
the day
25,
of our
so
most glorious victory.
they at least will heal up a little bit. Cavalry Militia 2 and 6, they're probably gonna merge. But there are things worse than losing 1 unit of Cavalry Militia due to a victory over a talent. So yay for us! We have taken a talent, we will retrain our army, we will garrison up all our forts to the maximum, put a general in each of our towns, and then train some more ships to have a very powerful fleet and sail to Umbar.
Our realm is expanded.
Gondor leading. Lynn here completes recruitment. Wow, well, wonderful.
My lord, approaching.
And we don't run. Gobel Mirland is actually
Quietly.
owned by rebels, so we have rebels far and few between.
Watch for the enemy.
What's the difference?
Captain of Gondor.
Very little bit. So for the difference, we'll keep our Baragon general in the fort. It also should. Hey, hello. Should give us an opportunity to... Oh, this was during the end turn that happened.
Your will, my lord.
Right then. Yep, they merged together. But for the rest we have 2 units of pike left and all 3 our generals. I think we had 3, no more. Nobody died. Nope.
I'd never take orders from you.
So we'll try and fight him.
Ships ready.
But that should all go into our next episode, and this one is already over an hour, I think, which is fun. That's all good and well. We're gonna have to retrain so many pikes. This is gonna be our first. This is a city. Not bringing in too much money, but that will change. What do we have here?
Awaiting your command.
Build us a watchtower, please.
Marchmen!
Let us set up camp.
See, that gives us more visibility over the mountains.
Orders.
And 4, 1. So move 3 of you
My lord. Orders.
into here. Did I just say that
As you
this
wish.
had become long enough already? I think I did say that. And I meant it.
My lord.
It's just this is my
My lord.
very obvious
By
weakness.
your command.
I just love to keep playing. Mistfen has
Ready your
to
weapons.
govern here, obviously. And
Awaiting
Imrahil has to lead our army
Orders.
into
Your will, my lord.
Amrothian Guardsmen in there.
Your will, my lord.
And how many can come here? 3.
Orders.
So the most expensive of you will come here.
As you wish.
We'll go there for
By
retraining.
your command.
That's going to be fun, because we don't have any. No, we'll just have to refill. Anyway, as I said, the naval battle will be the first in our next episode, and
Your
also
orders.
completing the mission will be in the next one. If you're subscribed already, then wonderful. If not, then you're welcome to hit that bell button if you're interested to be notified whenever there is a new update to the series. And this is Iron. I want to thank you for watching and see you next time.